His head don't work, it never did. You better not cross his path. Something's wrong with that kid. His head don't work, it never did. You better not cross his path. He's a chain-smoking alcoholic sociopath. The prison psychiatrist was on a 6-month sabbatical. He'd had a nervous breakdown because Kevin kept setting his office on fire and throwing stuff at him. Kevin thought it was cool being able to hurt someone's brain without using a tire iron. He decided he'd try it more often.
Get the hell away from my brother's book, you snot-nosed little bastard!
Kevin was confused. The new psychiatrist looked just like Mr. Franklin, but he didn't seem quite as liberal. Kevin thought he'd do what he was told until he figured things out, which was probably going to take a good long time, because Kevin was the kind of kid who rode the short school bus to class. Kevin's brain was special, in an Olympic kind of way.
Ashes to ashes, and dust to dust.
You wanna step it up a bit, Reverend? I gotta take a leak so bad my teeth is swimming.
Me too, Padre. Kevin's great Aunt Betty had died. Kevin had never met her because she lived far away and because she had restraining orders against his parents, preventing them from coming within 500 feet of her.
Let us not remember Aunt Betty for the self-inflicted gunshot wounds which took her life, but instead for her amazing talent with an accordion.
Kevin's parents had applied for special permission from the courts so they could attend the funeral and see if they got anything in the will. Lousy cheapskates screwed us. There's the right dying.
This funeral sucks. Let's go.
Hold your horses, Tubby. I ain't had enough free sandwiches. Besides, this here's a real nice place. Maybe Betty's gonna leave us something after all. Hey boy, come here. Go tell the effing knob who owns this house that you gotta go to the John. Get inside, grab as much jewelry as you can. Meet us back at the punch bowl.
You think I'm Tubby?
You can stand to lose a few. Kevin didn't mind being told to rob the house, since he was planning on doing it anyway. Besides, if he was the one doing the stealing, he figured he could keep anything really valuable for himself and screw his parents for their cut. Just to loosen the arseholes up some.
Good thinking, Percy. Let's get this party rolling.
Kevin was surprised at how rich his relatives were. They sure did have a lot of precious heirlooms. And Kevin found something even more precious. Aunt Betty's medicine cabinet. A rich person's medicine cabinet is a candy store of pharmaceuticals. And Kevin could sure tell that his aunt must have had a lot of personal issues. Kevin wondered why his family had a lot less than his relatives. Dad blamed the immigrants, feminists, and homosexuals, but Kevin wasn't so sure. Mostly because those were big words, and he didn't have a real good handle on what they meant. Also, Aunt Betty's candy was kicking in.
Hurry up and get more stuff, you jughead psychopath!
Kevin didn't like being called names, especially by his imaginary friend, Alan the Magic Goose. Because because that pretty much meant that Kevin was calling himself names. Thinking about how that could happen on a metaphysical level made Kevin's brain hurt.
Let it go, moron. You ain't got the smarts to figure it out.
Kevin had it up to his ass with the goose. When Alan first showed up, Kevin thought it was cool to always have someone around to talk to. But Alan was wearing kind of thin and wasn't a cool delusion like the son of Sam's dog. Kevin figured he'd show the son of a bitch Alan a thing or two. He decided to beat the goose out of his head.
Is that the best you got, lunatic? I don't think so, you alcoholic little delinquent. You dumb boy. Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you get your old man's gun and shoot me out? What do you think of that, genius?
Kevin was peaking on prescriptions and suffering a mild concussion. It was a pretty good buzz. He decided he'd just have to live with Alan and went to get the jewelry and finish cleaning out the bedroom.
You guys sure you don't want no liquor?
I hardly think this is the time or place to get drunk.
2 p.m. by my watch. Come on, let's chug one for Betty.
Don't even say her name, Percy. We all saw you digging through her pockets during the viewing of the deceased.
Why don't you and your family just go home?
Yeah, well, why don't you and your family kiss my fat ass?
You're acting like this is a party. Betty is dead. All of us are trying to come to terms with that, and then you and your brood show up and ruin it for everyone.
Buffet's open, boys. Yeehaw!
Good one, Ma. Give him a hair pie for dessert.
Yeehaw!
Oh, Jesus. Look out. She's going down. She's going down.
What in God's name are you doing?
Run, Zacho, run!
After about 10 minutes, it occurred to Kevin that there was only one door, and he wasn't going to be able to run away.
Rawr! That means I love you and Dinosaur.
Whoa! No, it doesn't. You don't know anything about my people.